Welcome back to Eastern Newsbeat. I'm here with the Chief Judge of the MG Concours. Welcome.
Thank you.
How do you get to be a Chief Judge?
Well, you start off with an enthusiasm for MGs and you work your way up to taking part in the car shows, and eventually you get bored just sitting around watching everyone else doing the car show and doing the judging, so you decide to get involved with judging yourself. And once you become familiar enough with enough MGs and different models over the years, you might rise up to instructing other people how to help judge.
Oh.
And one day you find yourself in the role of Chief Judge.
Now, Matthew, you're also a 50-year member of the MG Car Club.
Yes.
So when did you start judging?
I started in approximately 1982 in a fairly minor role.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and just kept going after that, as well as judging at national meetings. I've also been Chief Judge of Victorian national meetings. Yep.
Also Victoria-wide as well as Australia-wide.
Yep.
So what makes a good judge?
One who can, first they need to know what an MG would have looked like when it left the factory.
Right.
So they need to know need to be able to spot what's been added to an MG over the years. And that's the originality part of judging. Then you've got the part of judging where you're just looking for defects, and that's not terribly hard. You're looking for dirt and scratches and that sort of thing.
Yep. And what about bingles or things like that as well?
Yes, if a car shows a history of being damaged and perhaps not very expertly repaired, that'll show up when you look at the paintwork and the bodywork, and that'll incur a loss of points.
So how do you judge in terms of the car itself? Are there components of the car?
Yes, the judging sheet's broken down into sections. We have the under the bonnet, the interior and boot lid, the underside, and most importantly the exterior. So there's basically 4 major areas of the car we judge separately, and each of those 4 areas is further divided into the originality side, whereas if it doesn't look exactly as it left the factory, it'll incur a deduction of points. And there's also the cleanliness side, looking for dirt and scratches and that sort of thing.
So throughout the car?
Yep.
What makes a first with a car?
Basically, quite simply, it's the car which loses the less points. So it doesn't have to be very freshly restored or painted. It can simply be a car that's true to the way it was when it left the factory.
Oh.
If it's had a lot of extra fittings added to it over the years, then that's a loss of points. But a car can be very simple and tidy and original and come out as a Concours car.
How many judges have you trained over the years?
Not so much training as more organising and cajoling into coming along and helping out. Goodness, there's probably 30 today, and over the years some of the same faces will be reappearing, and there will be other faces which have gradually dropped away. It'd go into the hundreds, I think.
And how many cars do you think you've judged over your lifetime?
Ooh, a similar number. Very similar number. I haven't counted them. It'd drive me nuts to count them.
Thank you very much for your time. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
This is Tricia Ziemer, Eastern Newsbeat.